Hi guys, got me a cup of tea. Oh yes, cup of tea. Right, let me just get you guys up on here so I can message you guys from here. Okay, right. So we're gonna have a bit of a serious live stream, I think. Obviously we're on defending Elvis Presley, and here we defend. If you wanna have more light-hearted stuff, we do it on Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. If you want to talk about the diet and all that kind of stuff, just go over to Elvis Presley Fan on Keto, and that's different stuff. So let me show you that channel. So this is obviously Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. Doesn't really focus very well, does it? Now that, subscribe here if you're interested in light-hearted Elvis topics and talk about carnivore diet, ketovore, health, all that stuff. Right, so after here, I'm going to be doing another live on the other channel. So we're going to go back and forth. So right now, we are going to discuss something a bit serious. Now, obviously this book is a swear word, yeah? This book is Priscilla's boyfriend, 6 to 7 years, that she dated just after Elvis died, I think. And there is allegations of sexual abuse. Let me get the book. Let me find that book. Everything's buried. My wife moves everything. So my little kid's been drawing. Let's see where he's put that. My son has probably thrown the book on the floor. Book, where are you? So I've been thinking about what topic we should do. Okay, my wife's moved it. Oh, it doesn't matter. My wife's moved it. But obviously in the book, From Here to the Great Unknown, we believe Lisa about these allegations, sexual abuse allegations that took place when she was between the ages of 10 and 16. She's admitted it in some interviews. We're going to try and find them. This is a bit of a let's do it together type live stream. Hi, Elizabeth. I've been trying to find what part of this book where Michael Edwards, the model, the actor, he was in Terminator, he did a lot of modeling. I'm trying to find where he actually admits that he had feelings for Lisa. Do any of you know what page it is? Because I tell you what, I have been looking and looking and I cannot find it. Can't find it. I need someone to let me know where the page is, because I cannot find it. Obviously, I haven't read the whole book. I've read bits. Look at this bit here. I want Lisa to grow up and be normal and healthy. Well, that didn't work out, did it, guys? Wherever I can see the name Lisa, I want to know where he admitted. Does anyone know? I don't think any of you have read it. I found this book has been in my loft for 30 years. 30 years, guys. 25 to 30 years. This has been in my loft. And I found it because I had to find some old documents, and this book was there. I can't see it. I can't see it. But here we go. What's this say here? I'll never love like that again, Merkley, she said. I know how you feel, but I don't give up on love. Lisa, you're only 16. Have many wonderful things ahead of you, especially the true love. Someday you'll meet someone who deserves you. Just be strong and hold on. I found it. Right, here we go. Let's just read this bit. Let's read this bit, guys. Yeah, he definitely admitted it in this. I found it hard to console. I actually read this book when I was about 19, like 30 odd years ago. I found it hard to console Lisa with words. She was so young and vulnerable, yet at the same time, I knew she was very much like Elvis. She would survive, but for how long with what kind of existence? I think this is her. I think she confided in Michael Edwards about breaking up from a boyfriend. Didn't she have a crush on an older man? Is that it? So it says here, this is a bit interesting. Let's just read some bits. But you're much, much more than that. In the years we've lived together, your mother and you and me, I've watched you grow and I love you as much as my own daughter. What do you reckon, guys? She touched my hand. Thank you, Murky, she said. So she must have called him Murky. Yeah? As time goes on, it gets easier. I promise you, life is an adventure. It's all up to you, whether it's fun-filled or pain. So she says, don't get serious, Mickney. Don't know what that is. I feel better now. She gave me a hug and told me she loved me. I hugged her back. And never in my life have I ever felt stronger love for anyone than I did for Lisa at that moment. Yes, right. So that is the end of that chapter. Now let's just see if we come across... Let's just see what chapter this is. This is chapter 34. So he's talking about Priscilla in Dallas. Priscilla had landed a contract as a regular in Dallas, the most popular TV show in the world. Let's have a look. During the daytime, when Priscilla was filming, I hung out at the pool memorizing my lines for a play I was scheduled to appear in. Larry Hagman was down at the pool one day and I introduced myself, telling him I liked his hat. It was a crazy hat with a battery run fan to keep him cool in the sweltering Texas heat. Larry asked me if I was in the show, noticing I was studying a script. Right, I'm just trying to see if he brings up Lisa. This is the bit I'm looking for. Let's keep looking, guys. Right, here we go. So he's talking about someone called Caroline. I don't know who that is. Let's just keep looking together, guys. We've got nothing else to do. I hope you got yourselves a cup of tea and coffee because we're going to spend some time doing this. Okay. What is that? Let's have a look. Okay, guys. I've got a few things I'm going to read you. Let me just make this. Let me just check your messages. Okay, right. Come on, am I going to find anything? I just got to look for the words Lisa and see what comes up next. I think there's quite a big section about when they split up. I mean, obviously Priscilla and Michael Edwards. Right, chapter 37. Are you going to say it then? Someone's going to tell me. Someone that's watching this live stream, that watches it later, maybe tomorrow. Let me know, where is it that he talks about Lisa saying that he has feelings for her? I want to know. I want to read it. I want to expose him. I want justice for Lisa. And the way we get justice is by proving his wrongdoing. You know, I could be here forever, couldn't I? Here we are. Right, here we go. I found a bit. I found something. Okay. Chapter 29. Okay, I think I might read this. Ever since the afternoon I'd photographed Lisa, my affections for her had grown. Aha! We found it. Right, let me take a picture of this. Right, are you ready, guys? We need to expose what went on between Michael Edwards and Lisa. Okay, now before I read this, I'm going to play something for you. Okay, we're good. We're good. Chapter 29. Okay, we got that. Right. Before I read that, I'm going to play something for you. Okay, guys? I got something ready for you. We're going to comment on it a few times because it's not our video. Then we're going to read that. Are we up for that, guys? Everyone listening? Okay, let me get your messages up here so I can see your comments. Okay, now remember, we're on defending Elvis Presley. When we're here to defend Elvis Presley. All the topics, most of the topics we do here on defending Elvis Presley will be quite serious. This is the serious topic. We want justice for Lisa Marie. We want Michael Edwards arrested. We want Priscilla questioned because she was the responsible parent when this alleged abuse took place between Lisa and Michael Edwards, the model, the actor, Priscilla's boyfriend. Okay? Now I found this clip which just talks about things. It's pretty general about that topic, the shocking truth. Good. Right, here we go, guys. And then I'll read it, okay?
Michael Edwards has strongly denied allegations of molesting Lisa Marie Presley while dating her mother, Priscilla Presley, for 7 years in the 1980s. These allegations have resurfaced following the release of Lisa Marie's newly published memoir, From Here to the Great Unknown, in which she detailed her experiences. Edwards, who gained recognition for his role in the 1981 film Mommy Dearest, has decided to speak out against the claims. He emphasized his shock and
So don't forget, Michael Edwards is trying to deny it. He's trying to say that what he said in this book was wrong and he didn't mean it. Come on, guys. He's backtracking. We believe Lisa Marie. We believe her.
Belief regarding these allegations, asserting that there is absolutely no truth to them and that he never behaved inappropriately with Lisa Marie. He expressed...
Right, so absolutely no truth to it, and he never behaved inappropriately to Lisa Marie, even though he's not just admitted it in the book. Lisa Marie, in her own words on tape, and she asked Riley to finish the book. Riley kept these gory details, these horrific details, in the book From Here to the Great Unknown. And we've got Howard Stern interviews where she is admitting it went on. She isn't graphic about what went on, but she makes it very obvious that what was happening to her was disgusting and that she was just a child. Okay?
His dismay at how such serious accusations have now become part of the narrative around his relationship with the Presley family. These claims are absolutely untrue, Edwards told Playful Parade in a statement on Thursday. I never molested Lisa Marie and am shocked at the suggestion that I did. This entire ordeal has been deeply upsetting.
So look, we've even had Michael Edwards' daughter come out defending her father. So he's obviously convinced her that it never happened. Now, to me, it's too much. You've got too much information saying that it happened. You've got Lisa's own words on tape. That's massive. You've got Riley keeping it in the book. So when Riley decided to finish the book, and she finished this book very quickly after poor Lisa passed. Riley didn't have to keep these details in the book. She could have hidden them away. Riley wanted it out there and exposed. It's pretty obvious that Lisa wanted the world to know, the fans to know, her family to know, the press to know, the authorities to know, because why would she put it on tape and ask Riley to keep it, to put it in the book, to finish the book for her? So we know that it's been on the Howard Stern interview. We know it's in the book. I'm about to read it to you. So any kind of denial from Michael Edwards is bullshit. It literally is bullshit. Now, we are doing this for entertainment purposes. We have to say that. We have to say it's opinions only. We have to say all of this is allegations just to cover our backs. But the bottom line is we do believe Lisa. We do believe Lisa.
Edwards, who was 26 years older than Lisa Marie, further addressed the controversial claims in his own 1988 memoir, Elvis, Priscilla and Me, where he previously admitted to craving Lisa sexually. He has now expressed regret over those admissions, stating...
So obviously she said the name of the book wrong, but This is the book. This is the book. And do you know what? I've had a look. Priscilla, Elvis and Me. You can get that book for £5. For £5. It has no value. Has no value at all. Riley must believe her mum, otherwise she would have left it out. Definitely. 100% Riley knows it happened. Now, I do think Riley is in a weird position where she can't talk about it. I think, if the authorities are ever going to get involved, I don't think Riley's in a position where she can publicly say things about it. I think it could jeopardize things. I also think she's quite scared of the consequences of legal ramifications from Michael Edwards' family, from Priscilla. So she's in a very awkward position, Riley. She wants justice for her mum. You know that because she put it in the book. She wouldn't have put it in the book if she wanted it kept secret. So you know that she wants it out there. But she's playing fine. She's on thin ice. She's not sure how to play this. Even I'm unsure how it's going to turn out. It's all gone quiet. Nobody's talking about it. Almost no one's talking about the book From Here to the Great Unknown, which is a damn shame. Now, we mention it every day because we want justice for poor Lisa Marie and the horror that she went through between the ages of 10 and 16 at the hands of Michael and Priscilla. Now, I don't hate Priscilla, but 100% I do hold Priscilla equally responsible for this wrongdoing that happened to Lisa. Come on. She's the parent, yeah? If me and my wife turned a blind eye, possibly turned a blind eye to what was going on to a child, one of our children, of course we are responsible. Of course we are. We're in charge. We say what happens to the child, where the child lives. We keep the child safe. It's our responsibility to make sure that the child's safety is paramount. So 100% Priscilla Presley is responsible for what happened to Lisa. 100%. Even the Scientology situation. 100% Priscilla is responsible. Now, Michael Edwards, he just sounds to me like a very sick man. If these allegations are true, he's not well, is he? Yeah? So he should be in prison, in my opinion, if these allegations are true. So let's keep going.
Stating that they were embellished to create a more dramatic and salacious narrative. I was encouraged to embellish a harmless anecdote about Lisa Marie in my memoir from the 1980s and now regret that I did, he explained to Playful Parade. I understand that these stories sell books, but the notion that I molested Lisa Marie is just a complete fabrication.
What? Right, so this is obviously Michael Edwards' words, okay? Hi, Elizabeth. Elizabeth says, I agree that the Riley can't say anything there. It's probably something in the agreement with Priscilla when she was sued for the probably put something in there where she can't say anything. It's very possible, Elizabeth. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Jane. Hi, Pat. Hi, Stacey. Now, I just think there's too much information out there now that, to me, make it pretty obvious that it happened. Now, we have to always say it's alleged. We have to always say it's opinion. But come on, guys. When he's there saying, he's done a public statement. I don't know if it was his statement or through his daughter, denying everything. But come on. Michael Edwards, if you ever watch my show, what you did was disgusting. What you allegedly did was disgusting. You need to go to the authorities and own up. Unfortunately, this is unforgivable, what you've done with Lisa. The permanent damage that was done to poor Lisa Marie are irreparable, and obviously she's passed. I personally think what happened between Michael Edwards, alleged Michael Edwards abuse, harmed Lisa for the rest of her life. She was so young. I think she learnt to live with it. I think she almost normalised what was happening, but it's still disgusting and very wrong. I also cannot believe, but after something like that is put in the book From Here to the Great Unknown, Lisa's words, Riley finished the book, that Priscilla is carrying on her life as if nothing's happened. Priscilla Presley is carrying on her life as if Lisa hadn't died, as if nothing bad happened to Lisa. Now, I don't understand it. I honestly cannot understand it, guys. You think about it, right? You think about it. These allegations are all out there in the book. The whole world knows about it. Every country in the world knows what may have gone on, allegedly, okay? So why has nothing been done? Why? I cannot understand it. It doesn't fit in my brain. Why has nothing been done? Does anyone get it? Does anyone have any idea why the authorities, the police, why? It's been forgotten. The book was written months ago. Why? I don't get it, guys.
The regret I feel today about having ever written such things is immense, as it has now contributed to accusations that are categorically false. In her memoir, Lisa...
Now, come on. The regret I have about writing these things in my book has now contributed into people believing things that are false, accusations that are false. It's ridiculous. Would anyone accept and believe that for a second, that he can write this in the book? I'm not sure what year this was written, this book. Was it in the 90s? I actually don't know. Should we have a quick look? I can't see a year. You'd think it would be, there'd be something saying the year it was printed. Oh yeah, 1989. 1989. Okay, guys? Now, you can't just say something happened, admit something in a book. I don't know why it was accepted back then. In 1989, why there wasn't uproar, I don't understand. I almost feel that the public was so brainwashed and in love with Priscilla because Priscilla's book, let me just get it, guys. Priscilla's book had really painted out Priscilla as a victim. Poor Priscilla, the whole world felt sorry for Priscilla. I think the whole world thought Priscilla was a victim of Elvis. This is all part of the con, the trick. This book was written to brainwash the public. I don't care what anyone says. This book is one of the biggest scams ever, and it is a massive lie. I don't believe almost anything in this book. It was Priscilla's opportunity to rewrite history, and the reason she was in a position where she could do it was because she now had almighty power over Graceland. She was the boss of everything. Everything went through Priscilla. Every word Priscilla said was taken as truth. It doesn't matter where she was interviewed, what year she was interviewed. Every interviewer in every country, could be America, Australia, Canada, England, every interviewer believed every word she said. Every word. She literally couldn't believe it. She felt like the public was stupid, were dumb, that no matter what she said was taken as truth. And we know as fans, a lot of what she said was bullshit. So anyway, let's keep going.
Lisa Marie claimed that she was only 10 years old and Edwards was around 36 when he allegedly raped her. These claims have reignited public scrutiny of Edwards and have cast a shadow over his relationship with both Priscilla Presley and her young daughter. The allegations are severe and have led many to reconsider Edwards' role during the time he spent in their lives. Edwards has consistently denied these claims and reiterated his innocence.
But, you know, it says Edwards has consistently denied these allegations. Yeah. But has he ever been asked before? Until the book From Here to the Great Unknown came out, has he ever had to deny anything? Was it when the book came out, 1989, I think, was he asked then? I don't know. Was it just accepted? Oh, look, a 36-year-old man, I'm not sure how old exactly he was, had feelings for Lisa Marie between the ages of 10 and 16. And allegedly, there was abuse through those years. So,
maintaining that nothing of the sort ever occurred. Edward's daughter, Caroline Van Zant, also stepped forward to defend her father, expressing her disbelief at the allegations made in Lisa Marie's memoir. In a statement to Playful Parade on Thursday, Van Zant emphasized her own close relationship with Lisa Marie during her father's years with Priscilla Presley. Lisa Marie and I were close friends throughout my father's relationship with Priscilla, Van Zandt wrote. We were confidants, like sisters, sharing all our secrets and complaining about our parents as typical teenagers do. During that time, Lisa never once indicated that anything inappropriate had occurred between her and my father. She continued, I have kept many notes and letters from Lisa Marie during...
So, the daughter's defending the dad. Come on, guys. You're going to defend your dad. I think she's out of order. I hope she retracts it. Because you don't defend anyone. I tell you now, even if it was a member of my family, if something like that had gone on, I wouldn't defend them. It's too disgusting. It's too disgusting.
During those years, and she never stated or insinuated that my dad touched her inappropriately. When she told me about my dad walking into her room, we addressed and resolved the issue as a family. Those who know Priscilla and her fierce protectiveness of her family understand she never would have tolerated any sort of behavior like that.
Do you know what? It's not as simple as that, is it, guys? I feel that Priscilla was obsessed with Michael Edwards. She definitely liked him a lot. She was with him for 7 years. She was infatuated with him. He was a very good-looking man. By the sounds of it, he was a bit violent, a very bad temper. To me, a bit of a sicko, just in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. Now, I'm just noticing something with Tony. Tony, we all give you a group hug. All of us, Team Elvis, we all send you love, we pray for you, and we give you a group hug. And I'm so, it takes a lot to share something like that, Tony. So we send you love, and all we can do is give you a group hug. But thank you very much, Tony. You know we love you.
I'm disappointed and saddened that these claims are being made, as they do not reflect the family environment that we shared. In her memoir, Lisa...
So Teresa has said, Lisa did not deserve this. She had a better life. Do you know what? That's a very good point, Teresa. If this had not happened, yeah, maybe Lisa's life would have been a bit less rocky. Maybe she wouldn't have been so rebellious, so anti-establishment. Maybe she wouldn't have had such a difficult time with drugs and alcohol and different boyfriends. Don't forget, we can turn back the clock even further. We could say, if Priscilla hadn't have walked out to live with Mike Stone, the karate champion, things would have been different. Things would have been different, yeah? So, but Priscilla did. She made up her mind that she wanted Michael Edwards. Mike Stone, yeah? And Lisa was dragged away from her father when she was like 3. Forced to live with a stranger, this karate champion. And then years later, it all happens again with Michael Edwards. But this time, there's a possibility, allegedly, that he is a predator. We believe Lisa. But it's very sad, guys. Oh, Tony, we love you. Let's keep going.
Marie made detailed allegations that Edwards once ran his finger up her leg when they were alone in her room. He said he was going to teach me what was going to happen when I got older, she wrote.
So that's just disgusting, isn't it? But as disgusting as that is, you believe it, don't you? You believe, yeah, that's how he did it. He tricked her.
He was putting his hand on my chest and saying a man's going to touch here, there. He put his hand between my legs and he said they're going to touch you here.
What is that? What is that, guys? Seriously, what is that?
I think he gently kissed me and then left that night. The lights out, singer described...
I mean, it doesn't actually say her age. I wonder what age she was.
How she confided in her mother about the incident, leading to an apparent apology from Edwards, who appeared sullen and sulky. He allegedly said...
Yeah, Stacey's just come up with a really good point. Lisa was already dealing with the trauma of losing her dad, and then to have that creep do that to her was horrible. No wonder she had issues in her life. God, that is so true. Stacey, thank you for that comment. See, Teresa has gone through a lot as well. Teresa.
said,
keep going.
I'm so sorry, but in Europe that's how they teach the kids, so that's what I was doing. Lisa Marie went on to claim that the abuse continued, with Edwards frequently touching and spanking her while she believed he was.
Do you hear that? So this went on for years, guys. Went on for years. Priscilla, what were you doing? What were you doing? You're supposed to be protecting your daughter. It's just, this is literally unbelievable. And you're walking around now in 2025 as if nothing has happened. If anything, you mock your daughter. You mocked her in that interview where you said, I love her to death, and you giggling. In no way have you helped with the book From Here to the Great Unknown. I feel that Riley went out of her way to make sure that Priscilla had nothing to do with that book. Riley wanted to finish it herself. Riley made sure Priscilla was not on the cover of that book. She made sure of it. And I think this, what we're talking about here, is why.
As jerking off, she recounted these traumatic events with vivid detail, illustrating the emotional turmoil that followed these encounters. He did it very calmly, just sitting in a chair, whacking my ass, Lisa Marie wrote, describing the physical nature of the abuse she alleged. My butt would be black, blue, orange, green. She claimed her mother's response to the bruises was dismissive, allegedly saying, well, what did you do to cause that? The accusations paint a picture of a house.
Even that, you know, it does seem like Lisa reached out to try and tell her mum, and she's like, well, what did you do to deserve that? You know, it's in the book From Here to the Great Unknown. It's just so wrong, isn't it, guys? It's like, where are the authorities? What is going on? Why is this being forgotten? Why can't we get justice for Lisa Marie? It's just ridiculous.
Household where her concerns were downplayed, adding to the complexity of her emotional experience during that period. Lisa Marie's portrayal of these events provides insight into the strained dynamics and conflicting emotions within the Presley household. Despite his denial of the molestation allegations, Edwards made candid admissions about his feelings towards Lisa Marie in his memoir.
Yeah, and we are going to read this. We're going to read this in a second. After this, I want to play one more thing, then we're going to read it.
Adding further controversy to the situation. He described how he eagerly waited for her to get out of school, comparing it to how Elvis Presley had once eagerly awaited Priscilla's return to Graceland from school each day. He recalled an incident when they were all sitting at the dinner table, and Lisa Marie's bare knee accidentally brushed against his hand when she got up. It sent waves of desire through me, he wrote.
What is that? And that's in the book? That's disgusting.
I looked at Priscilla and thought, can't you see what's happening? I've fallen in love with your daughter.
I've fallen in love with your daughter. What is that? How old was she?
The message reflects the uncomfortable and blurred boundaries that existed in their household, highlighting the emotional complications that came with their relationships. Priscilla began dating Edwards in 1977, the same year her ex-husband Elvis Presley passed away. Their relationship continued until 1984, during which time Edwards played a significant role in Lisa Marie's life. Lisa Marie, who tragically passed away.
See, I was told that Priscilla, off trying to pursue her own career, modelling, acting, making money, entrepreneur, opening businesses, promoting products, would leave poor Lisa Marie alone with Michael Edwards for weeks. For weeks. Priscilla put herself before her own daughter. And Lisa suffered the consequences of that for literally the whole of her life. It's just disgusting behaviour. Priscilla Presley, you should be ashamed of yourself. Seriously. If you ever watch my shows, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is seriously wrong. Seriously wrong. It's so much, to me, there's enough stuff here to give a lot of doubt and show that this probably happened. You know, just in my opinion, for entertainment purposes, many of us here have the same opinion, Priscilla. I don't know what to say. I have no words. I have no words.
In January 2023, at the age of 54, recalled the relationship as being marked by violence and discomfort, often describing a volatile household.
So he was also violent. Lisa is now saying this. She describes the relationship as being violent.
where she felt her emotions and experiences were not validated. The allegations in her memoir have cast a new light on.
So she felt her emotions were not validated. In other words, no one gave a shit. No one cared. No one cared. Enough.
Those years, prompting intense scrutiny and questions about the dynamic between Priscilla, Edward.
So you see the picture here, a beautiful Priscilla, handsome Michael Edwards. But behind the mask, guys, behind the mask, there is abuse of a child. Alleged abuse of a child, Lisa Marie. It's horrific. Horrific.
Edwards and Lisa Marie during that period.
So, guys, I don't know what to say. I know, obviously, let me just, I just want to say that my heart goes out to anyone that's been through this. This is like, just horrible, horrible, guys. Right, someone's just coming in a minute. I'm just live a minute. So I'm going to play one more video and then I'm going to read it. Let's see if we can find it. Hi. A bit dark. Got a bit dark in here, isn't it? It's darkened off. You can turn the light on if you want. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and find the video where she admits wrongdoing on the Howard Stern show. Let's see. Is this it? Now listen to this, guys.
That her mom used to date that she hates, and he wrote this book about her, about Lisa Marie.
Oh, yeah?
Saying that, you know, when Lisa Marie was first developing, he started to have some feelings for her.
Oh, no.
And,
wow.
and she said that he came into her room at times and was inappropriate. I don't know what that means.
Yikes.
I can't believe you actually came out with that. It's true.
Wow. Did he touch you?
Disgusting
Because I'll
pig.
kill him.
Didn't actually make it there, but, you know, tried.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you tell
See how disgusting that is, guys. I might play that again. I want to really, we are doing this for justice for Lisa Marie. We are like, we want justice for Lisa Marie. We're calling out to the authorities to do something. We're shouting out to Priscilla. Priscilla, you need to take responsibility for what happened to your daughter under the hands of Michael Edwards, your boyfriend of 7 years, and your equal responsibility as her mother, who was responsible for her safety. We, as the fans, are demanding justice for Lisa Marie.
your mom?
Yep.
And did she give him the boot?
Yeah, you know, it was a battle, that one.
Really? Because you would think once you said it to your mom, she would just go, hey, I'm protecting my daughter.
Well, no, she did. She
Yeah, I mean, I can't stand Howard Stern. I think he's gross. But he's right what he just said about protecting her daughter. You'd think she'd want to protect her daughter.
threw him out, but it was a bit of a, you know, it was a bit of a situation.
How old were you, if you don't mind me asking?
Between the ages, I think I was between 12 and 15.
Wow.
There we are. See, we have an age now. It happened between the ages of 12 and 15. Oh, God. Thank you, Stacey. Debbie, I don't get with her fans. How can they ignore that part? It's sickening. Teresa says Elvis would have killed Michael Edwards. Disgusting.
That's a little young.
Yeah. He never got anywhere with it, by the way. He just alluded. It was disgusting. And he wrote a book and then did the talk show circuit and I think...
And then he goes and writes a book. It's a complete... The guy is a joke. The guy is a joke.
You know, booed off stage most of the time. Because he was saying he was lusting after me when I was developing, which is gross.
That is gross.
So...
Lusting after me. Lusting after me. Louis said in the book it started at age 10. It's gross. Gross. Right, so let me just do me a favour, Joe. Just turn on that light so it's not so dark in here. Right, let's read this bit, shall we? Thank you. My son's just got home from school. Right. Ever since, we're going to read it. I've never read this. We've just found this together, okay? So I don't exactly know what it's going to say. Ever since that afternoon, I'd photographed Lisa. My affections for her had grown to the point that it had become an issue in my relationship with Priscilla. Come on, guys. it had become an issue. Remember, this is Michael Edwards' book, 1989 book. He said it in his own words. Where we are. Once, when Priscilla and I were sitting at the dinner table, Lisa was sitting between us. Lisa got up to get something from the refrigerator, and her bare knee accidentally brushed against my hand. It sent waves of desire through me. Right, so this is the bit that we've just listened to now on that short video clip that we watched together. I looked at Priscilla and thought, can't you see what's happening? I've fallen in love with your daughter. What is that, guys? What is that? Why is this man not in prison? Lisa was reaching womanhood, and now when we walked on the street, men turned around and looked back at her. She developed curves all over with her sandy blonde hair and milky complexion. She was quite a sight. Yes, she was a beautiful, she aged into a beautiful woman. But at this point, she was a child. She was a child. I was with Lisa constantly after school and in the evenings, and when her mother was working, I'd have to put an end to our swimming together. After one disturbing afternoon in the pool, Lisa had innocently thrown her arms around me, and we were jumping up and down, and when we got into the deep water, her feet couldn't touch the bottom. So, right, okay, so it gets a bit sordid now, guys, but we want to expose the wrongdoing, don't we? Yeah? This is how we do it. We discuss it so other people can watch it and other people can make some noise to try and get some attention so that we can get justice for Lisa Marie. She wrapped her legs around me and we continued playfully bouncing up and down, and I became aroused. Guys, come on. And then you got Michael Edwards denying that any of this was true. Why is it in the book? If none of this is true, why is it in the book? I don't get it, guys. It's in the book. So why now, all these years later, what was it? 35, 36 years later, which is the age that he was when this was happening, is he allowed now to say, oh, I made it up? It didn't really happen, I made it up. What is that? Are we stupid? Michael Edwards, do you really think that we, the public, are stupid? Like, okay then, you made it up to sensationalise the book so it sold more copies. Come on, it's such crap. A sick feeling crept slowly into the pit of my stomach. I was craving Lisa sexually. Right, that's the first time I've read that. Here we go, guys. A sick feeling crept slowly into the pit of my stomach. I was craving Lisa sexually. I tickled her and pushed her down away and told her to go take a shower and we'd get dinner ready for her mother. I watched her glistening, wet body as she ran up the steps, past the garden and disappeared into the side of the house. What is that? Glistening, wet body. This is a 30... He's probably nearly 40 at this point because I think they were 36 when they met. So he's nearer 40. Everything was out of control and I realised I had to get away from all this. The house, the Lisa and Priscilla. I mean, I don't actually know why they split up. I don't know how they split up, what the circumstances were. I have heard that they were having an open relationship. That Priscilla, during seeing Michael Edwards, had a one-night stand with Richard Gere. Had you guys heard that? Shocking, the whole, how he wrote all this down. Gross how old she was. The thing I don't understand, Pat, definitely, if it's true, he's definitely a pervert. Allegedly, I have to say it's alleged, I have to, because I have to keep YouTube happy. But we believe Lisa. So one night long after, Priscilla and I returned home after having a horrendous argument over a drink. and her getting roses from Julio. I'm not sure who Julio is. Is that Julio Inglés? Is that, yeah? She went into her bathroom and I went to Lisa's room. I wanted someone to talk to, but Lisa was asleep. I lifted a corner of the covers and gazed at her. She was lying on her back and her honey-coloured hair was spread about over the pillow. She was my beloved and I couldn't even tell her. Let me just... So, obviously, sorry, I'm getting messages on my other phone. So obviously, guys, do you know what I mean? It's just sickening. It's heartbreaking. It's just heartbreaking. All of this. How old was she when the pool allegedly happened? Does anyone know? I don't know, but the next morning I woke up with a hangover, alone in bed. I opened my eyes and saw Priscilla and Lisa sitting on the white embroidered sofa at the front of the bed. They were both grinning and I caught the end of their conversation. It was something to do with Elvis, and Lisa was saying, bless his sick little old self. What's going on? I asked. Why did you go to Lisa's room last night? And I wanted to talk to her. I said, what about? You and I argued so much I needed someone to talk to. Priscilla looked at Lisa and said, Lisa, do you have any questions? So this is all new, guys, isn't it? This is all, it's definitely the first time I've heard this, probably most of you as well. Priscilla looked at Lisa and said, Lisa, do you have any questions? Yes, Lisa said. Why did you lift up the sheets? I wanted to pour my heart out to Lisa and beg Priscilla to understand that I cared so much for Lisa, the feelings I had for her, and I knew I would never have for another. Everything about her was exactly what I wanted in a woman. What is that? Are this serious, Michael Edwards? Are you serious? Everything about her is what I wanted in a woman. She's how old? 12, 13, 14? She's not a woman, she's a child. I just wanted to see you, Lisa, I said. I'm really sorry if I scared you. And you have my word, it won't happen again. Everything seemed okay after that. But a short time later, Priscilla told me that she didn't feel it was a good idea for Lisa and me to get alone in the house. She asked me to explain what there was between Lisa and me. So, of course, Priscilla must have been wondering. This lets us know that Priscilla did know something wasn't right. See, because if you read the press coverage of this, Priscilla acts as if she knew nothing. She was completely unaware that it might have just been a spanking for being naughty, for misbehaving. Like the way you would, in the 70s and 80s, the parents would, it was quite normal to spank your kids when they were naughty. But this is now showing us in 2025 that Priscilla was aware something might not be right. Now, I'll read that bit again. She asked me to explain what there was between Lisa and me. So Priscilla Presley asked Michael to explain if there was anything between him and Lisa Marie Presley. That's so, yeah. You're welcome, Tony. But I've been putting off doing this for a while because I knew this was quite serious. I had to be in the right moods to cover this. So we now know, reading this, that Priscilla did know something was wrong. She did know there was a possibility of abuse, alleged abuse. I wanted to tell her I was in love with Lisa, but how do you tell the woman you are in love with what you are also in love with her daughter? My God! It's so ridiculous, I laugh. It is that ridiculous. So he was in love with Lisa, sexually, who was 13, 14, 12. I realised this is the one thing I couldn't discuss with Priscilla. I was slipping off the edge, losing a grip on my sanity. I couldn't think clearly anymore. My feelings for Lisa were so strong, I realized I needed to get away from her before I went nuts. It was time for a separation. Priscilla and I talked, and by mutual consent, I moved out. We called it giving ourselves some space, but what it really amounted to was an attempt to break up. So that, I haven't read it, but that to me, they had a time apart, didn't they? It does seem to me they were partying, they were snorting coke, they had other lovers. I do think some of that was going on. I've heard about the one night stand with Richard Gere. So now what I want to do, I want to just get more of a feel for this book as well. I'm not going to read all of it. I'm just going to get a better understanding of it. But guys, oh God, I think we've read enough. We've read enough to understand Priscilla did have an idea. It was going on. You guys have told me, you guys, let me just get you up. You guys have told me that you feel that Priscilla turned a blind eye to what was happening. Is there a possibility that Priscilla was so infatuated that she was so scared to lose Michael Edwards that she accepted what was going on if it meant keeping Michael Edwards her boyfriend? I don't know what to say, guys. It's just, I think Priscilla knew. From that, I think Priscilla knew it was happening, and that disgusts me. That really disgusts me. I'm horrified by that. Could you imagine what it was like for Lisa living through knowing that her mum knew what was happening, knowing that her mum knew secretly Michael Edwards was in love with Lisa when she was 12, 13, 14. Disgusting. And then so now we know it's in the book From Here to the Great Unknown. Of course we believe it, even though it's alleged. We have to say it's alleged for entertainment purposes. It's our opinions only. Everything in this live stream we're doing now is opinions only, just alleged. Okay? Not truth. I won't say that because I don't want to upset YouTube. But come on, guys. We believe Lisa. We believe Lisa. Right. So, guys, we are gonna jump over to the other channel now and do another live stream. I have to do it now quickly before my wife gets home. I just want to read your comments, and then we're going to all jump over to the other channel and we're going to do another live stream. So Elizabeth, it's not like just said it in a small paragraph. There is something he mentioned quite a bit in the book. I bet you, and Elizabeth, I think it's probably mentioned quite a few times at the last part of this book. Yeah. So you're right, Elizabeth. It is gross, Tonya. Well, do you know what? I read that as a teenager. I reckon I was 17 to 19. I know I was either in my late teens or my early 20s when I read that book. So it's a long, long time ago. Yeah. But this is the book. This book. I had this book. This is the original one that I had. So I've owned this book for like 30 years. So a long time, guys. But it's been buried in my loft. It's been hidden in my loft. So she had not slapped her anyway. He was not her parent. He definitely wasn't. I wonder if we can write a letter to Donald Trump to get an investigation going on to Michael Edwards. Well, all I see is that nothing is being done. I think they're using the excuse that it was so long ago. I don't know the laws in America. I don't understand, but any kind of, even if they just did a documentary exposing Michael Edwards, wouldn't that be great? Because if it was Michael Jackson, they'd all be exposing it. They'd all be exposing it. Debbie, you're shouting. I understand. Debbie, I completely understand. I think you're, Teresa, I think you're right. Anyway, guys, I just want to say this. I wasn't expecting you guys to talk about your personal stuff. I'm so sorry that things have happened to some of you guys. Yeah, I really reach out to you, and you know, Tony, I don't know what to say. Team Elvis have got your back. Tony, that's all I can say. And any of you, if anything like this has happened to any of you guys, we as a family, we stand together on Team Elvis. We got each other's back. Yeah, we support each other through good and bad. We're more than just an Elvis channel here. We've got 2 Elvis channels now. We've got Defending Elvis. We've got Elvis Presley Fan on Keto, which cares about our health, cares about our well-being. I do care about your health, guys. I do care about your well-being. It isn't just Elvis and Lisa and the bloodline. It's more than that. It's all of us as a group. I feel fortunate that we have 2 channels now, because I think we can spread our wings. We can care about how our day-to-day life is, with how we eat, how our long-term health is. This is why the channel Defending Elvis Presley, this is why the channel Elvis Presley Fan on Keto is so important, because it will talk about our health as human beings. So I have, a few of you have given me a hard time because I discuss the carnivore, the keto diet over there on the Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. But you must understand, I'm not just about Elvis and Lisa and the bloodline. I'm also about caring and helping. I want to help people. I help people through the keto diet, through the carnivore diet. It's important to me, guys. It matters to me. Of course, I will defend Elvis to my last breath, and Lisa. But the other channel, we will discuss health. Anyway, so what was that? Oh, thank you, Tony. Yeah, I agree, Tony. Oh, come on, we're all grateful for each other. Yeah? Remember, I don't do this for money. This is just, I do it because I want to. I do it because I want to help. This isn't money, money, money. Right, guys? Do you mind if I ask you if we're all going to jump over to Elvis Presley Fan on Keto, and we're going to do an Elvis topic there. We're going to do an Elvis topic over there, okay? So let me just show you the channel. Now, I'm very proud of this channel. Very proud, yeah? So, let me just... It's not going to... Let me turn the light on, see if it... Let me turn the light on, see if it's going to let me... I'll turn the light on, see if it's going to let me... So, Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. Da-da-da! You can't even see it, can you? This camera is so crap. Right, here we go. So we're all going to jump over there. Guys, the channel has just been set up so you can to become a member. It's only $2.99 to be a member. I'd love someone to join up that channel. It's only $3. I'd love someone to be the first person to join it. So that would mean everything to me. Right, we're all going to move over. I'll be there in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, okay? We're all going to jump over to Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. See you in a minute.